Welcome to the show, everybody. Joseph Robert, the fantasy football counselor. We are doing a fantasy football mock draft. I'm excited, and we are going from the 8th position here today. And I got to tell you guys, I'm going to implement a 5 to 6 round draft strategy here for you, going with the robust RB strategy. And again, I got to go robust RB because that's how I'm really going to draft for fantasy football 2020. Now, a lot of people, you guys asked me and said, hey, Joe, can you do a zero RB strategy? I did a video, so go back, check that out. I didn't like the way it went. Not my style. You got to go robust RB strategy this year. And I don't think I've drafted from the 8th position yet. So I'm going to show you guys who to pick up at the 8th pick. So excited to dive into this mock draft. Couple things, guys, couple pieces of homework for you guys during this draft. You want to pay attention. Number one, leave a comment below. I'll try to get to as many questions as I possibly can. And let me know your thoughts. What do you think of that 8th pick? Let me know who you'd consider drafting there and then. Also, guys, please smash the thumbs up. It means the world to me. Helps the channel get out there. I'm trying to get out there and help as many people as I possibly can. Break out of the Confucius mentality. Really, just break out and start really excelling their game in regards to fantasy football, because it's a new way to start thinking of things, right? You can't just win off ADP. You can't win off consensus rankings. That's not how you're going to dominate your leagues. You have to think outside the box, and that's what I do, guys. I do it better than anybody else, and I mean that with confidence because I live and breathe fantasy football, and I want all of you guys to succeed. In order to succeed, you have to start thinking outside the box, okay? So we're going to get on with this mock draft here. I'm going to pull up the draft results. I'm going to talk with Draft Board. If you are listening in the car, I'm going to walk through all of the first 5 picks in the first 5 rounds, and it's going to be easy to follow here. And again, before I get into this, guys, very, very important, I'm going to walk through the first 5 rounds here, but if you want every pick that I like, all the optimal players actually in each round, sleepers, breakouts, everything you need to know, and I update it up until the season starts, head on over to thefantasyfootballcounselor.com, or of course, guys, click on the link here below here on YouTube. Thefantasyfootballcounselor.com is the website, 16-round draft solution. I've also pinned the comment below. And guys, I mean, literally, I hand it to you on a silver platter. Your roster is going to be optimized, balanced, everything you need, robust RB strategy, everything you need. 16 rounds, get it today. Let's go. The draft is beginning here, so obviously you can see Christian McCaffrey coming off first overall. First thing I'm going to tell you guys, this guy's going to decline. New coach, new offense, new quarterback, different situation. They're going to focus on passing the ball more. I don't like Christian McCaffrey. When you draft a first overall player, you got to assume that he's going to finish first overall. He's not going to finish first overall this year. There's guys with higher ceilings, including the guy that went second here is Saquon Barkley. So I see Saquon Barkley coming off second. And I want you to note, guys, everybody here in this mock draft looks like real people. There is no computers, so we are drafting against real people. And as you know, guys, the majority of people that don't listen to me are going to be drafting based on ADP, which is absolutely phenomenal for you guys because you're going to get a competitive advantage. As you know, guys, if people that finished on top last year don't finish on top again this year, so listening to my content, you're going to get a massive advantage. And that's why 16 rounds is the game changer. If I just said, here's a draft kit, you're just going to get the same rankings that you're getting here. But this is what people don't understand. Here's my draft kit, right? But you're literally getting the consensus. I can get my rankings right here. If I go to players, right? These are the rankings that the draft kits are giving you. There's nothing different. And this is what I want to emphasize, why 16 rounds is so much superior to this. Now, Dalvin Cook, the guy's threatening a holdout. How is he sitting top 5? Guys, I'm going to get really heated here in this mock draft here. It's ridiculous. Dalvin Cook is sitting top 5 here on the consensus rankings. Absolutely insane. Even threatening a holdout, and he hasn't finished a season in his entire career. The guy played his heart out last year because he knows that he's not going to get paid. He knows that he's going to get hurt again, right? So he wants to secure that contract. So I'm looking at Joe Mixon, Nick Chubb, Aaron Jones, Kenyan Drake, Josh Jacobs. Easy one for me. I'm going to go Josh Jacobs here. And I'm going to surpass those guys. Mixon, suspect offense, has a ton of ceiling, but suspect offense. Nick Chubb in a committee there with Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt outscored him 6 out of the 8 games together. And Aaron Jones had a pinnacle year. No way. And Kenyan Drake, I don't trust either. So with my 8th pick, I went Josh Jacobs. Because a lot of people ask me, what do you do with the 8th pick? Go Josh Jacobs. You're fine. He's a full workhorse running back on that team, and he's going to catch the ball out of the backfield. So let's recap the first round here. Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, Zeke Elliott, Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara. We got Michael Thomas, Josh Jacobs, and DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins coming in at number 9. So when you look at this, guys, Hopkins, okay, Why are they going Hopkins? Because if I filter here by all players, they're going to go by the ADP. These people are drafting on ADP, but there's so many better players. Now, I'm not going to draft DeAndre Hopkins. I'll tell you why. There's not enough targets to go around. Now, Larry Fitzgerald maxed out at 109 targets last year. He's still there. Christian Kirk, Andy Isabella, Keyshawn Johnson, whatever his name is. There's a ton of wide receivers there, okay? In order for DeAndre Hopkins to succeed, he's got to catch the ball at least 150 times to be a top five wide receiver. So big risk there, okay? Now, Adams, I do like. I think he was on a downwards trend last year with the injury. He's going to come up this year, so I do like him. I see Joe Mixon here and then Tyreek Hill. I'm going to stay away from, like I said, Joe Mixon due to the suspect offense. And Tyreek Hill, here's the issue with Tyreek Hill. Extremely volatile guys. And you can see him coming off here in the 12th pick overall here at the end of the first round. Don't trust him. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now, guys, I might have changed my tune here a little bit recently on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's the first pick coming off here in the second round. I'm probably going to stay away. I'll tell you why. I looked at the targets, the volume count in regards to attempts last year. In between McCoy and Williams, there just wasn't enough attempts. I think there's just over 200. I need a guy that's going to run the ball 250 times. I don't see Clyde Edwards-Helaire doing that this year. Now, maybe he's going to make up that in the passing game, but there's just so many targets. Trust me, the ceiling's high with Helaire. I am a little concerned with him. I really, really am. I think the second round may be early. I hope I'm not buying the fool's gold. If you do get Clyde Edwards-Helaire, let me tell you guys something. If you do get him, make sure he's part of a robust RB strategy, as you can see, as you're going to see here. So I see Aaron Jones come off the board. I'm going to go into players. I'm going to see who the best available running back is here. They're suggesting Eckler, Miles Sanders, Melvin Gordon, Chris Carson, Jonathan Taylor, Todd Gurley. I'm going to jump over all those guys I said and go right to Todd Gurley. The guy is set and primed for a massive, massive, massive year. Without a reasonable doubt, I'm comfortable with Todd Gurley. He just got cleared by his physical. His arthritis shouldn't be an issue, and he's the only workhorse there, and we know the Falcons need to win. So I surpassed everyone else. Carson's going to be sitting there in a committee, and I can't believe they've got Carson ahead of him. This is crazy. And they've also got Eckler, who's not a workhorse running back. They drafted Joshua Kelly there. Melvin Gordon, who's in a committee as well with Lindsey, who's going to be a thorn. Jonathan Taylor, I love him. Ceiling is high with him. I actually probably like him more than Clyde Edwards-Helaire. But, Mac is there. Maybe Mac's going to get traded. Who knows? I think they're going to keep Mac from what I'm hearing. And Mark Ingram, I don't like these guys. I'd rather take Fournette over all these guys ahead. Because the contract here for him, man, he needs to get paid. He needs to get incentivized, right? People need to pay him because he needs to land on a good team, right? So Leonard Fournette is a guy I'd probably take over all these guys. Maybe Taylor could be an option here because I've already got Gurley and Jacobs feeling pretty good here, okay? Now, I'm hoping and I'm praying here that David Johnson falls to me. It's going to be interesting to see. But as you can see, based on these Yahoo rankings here, you're going to see here that David Johnson's way down here, which is phenomenal for me and you guys because he's a workhorse running back. He's the guy. I mean, this is a guy that really went healthy, and he's going to be healthy. He only had the one wrist injury, and then he had a little bit of a back injury, but it was mainly because of Kingsbury being a dick that basically sidelined him. He's ready. He's hungry. He's looking for a 2016 year, and I think this is the year that's going to happen, okay? So let's recap again, first round and second round. Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, Zeke Elliott, Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, Jacobs, Hopkins, too early. Adams, Joe Mixon, Tyreek Hill, too early. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, be cautious. Kenny and Drake, I don't trust them. Just don't trust them at all, man. They drafted Eno Benjamin there out of Arizona State. He's going to get some work. Chase Edmonds is fully capable to get some work in there, and I don't trust Kingsbury at all. Nick Chubb, just don't like him. Don't like him at all, especially with Kareem Hunt there outscoring him 6 out of the 8 games they played together in PPR. Aaron Jones had a pinnacle year. He's coming down. Todd Gurley, I went with him. Miles Sanders, Travis Kelce, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette, Julio Jones, George Kittle, and Kenny Golladay. And again, I've talked about this in my other mock drafts. I'm going to keep talking about it. If you're first time listening here, Chris Godwin could be the guy there, but we don't know. Because if you look at Brady statistically, you look at history shows you he gravitates to one particular receiver. Last year, it was Edelman, okay? So it's going to be Edelman or Evans. It's not going to be both. And the fact that these guys, both Evans and Godwin, are both ranked in the top 10 is mind-blowing. They're not both going to finish top 10. And I'll tell you why, and I explain this to you all the time, why these guys are both top 10. Because Chris Godwin finished first last year amongst wide receivers in PPR. So the mainstream are like, okay, because he finished first or second last year in PPR, Chris Godwin finished second in PPR points amongst wide receivers, we got to put him in the top 10. That's what they're thinking. It's small mind thinking. But Evans is technically the wide receiver 1, so we're confused. That's what they're saying. We got to put him there. So Chris Godwin's typically come off in second, Evans coming off in the third round, but you're literally rolling the dice as to who's going to be the top guy there. As you can see there, David Johnson sniped here at the third round. I can't believe it. And that's what's happening, guys. My name is out there. I am blasting David Johnson's name. People are starting to see it. So people, whoever this person is, who's that, Melvin or whoever that is, who picked fourth overall, picked David Johnson early third. This is what's happening, guys. His ADP is climbing up. And this is the thing. If you draft with me, the earlier you draft, the better you do, okay? So very, very important, guys, to keep him on your radar. Very smart pick there. This guy went Henry, Fournette, and David Johnson. Absolutely. This is definitely a Council Nation person at number 4. And if you are listening, if you are that person, DM me. Love to hear your story. You probably got 16 rounds. Coming back to me, best available running back here that I like. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to think of Jonathan Taylor. I'm going to see if I get David Montgomery coming back, because I want to go that robust RB strat. David Montgomery in for a prime breakout year. So as you can see here, guys, so let's talk about the third round. Odell Beckham Jr., which I wouldn't touch. I think he's going to bounce back a little bit this year, but I'm just not going to touch him. Mind you, his third round value is a lot better than where he was going at the end of the first round the past 3 years. I said stay away. Better value this year, but I think Landry's still the wide receiver 1. I can't believe Odell's ranked ahead of him. Lamar Jackson, Austin Eckler, David Johnson, Pat Mahomes, DJ Moore, Allen Robinson, and I went Jonathan Taylor here. And the reason I went Jonathan Taylor is because, again, based on ADP, he may come off ahead of David Montgomery. But I like Cam Akers, man. Cam Akers going to have a huge year this year. So either him and Montgomery, I'm okay with taking at the 4th here. I'm totally fine with. And I feel locked and loaded at the running back position. I can also get Madison later. There's a ton of sleepers I talk about in the 16-round draft solution. But I'm telling you guys, I'm beyond excited here for you guys to share this pretty much 2020 fantasy football hack to help you guys dominate your league. I'm telling you, I'm super excited. As you can see, Mike Evans ADP falling again. Probably people listening to me and my stuff, my content is really saturating the market. I'm pounding it out for you guys. I'm available everywhere on social media. So make sure you guys are following. Social links below. Actually, if you go to my website's linked below. You get all my social links there. And make sure you guys are following on all my platforms here. Doing a lot of cool stuff there on Insta and other platforms for you guys. All right, so Jonathan Taylor, I went with him in the third round. Then they went Melvin Gordon, Mike Evans, Le'Veon Bell coming off, and then Raheem Mostert. Now, Raheem Mostert could have a high ceiling, but hard to trust on a team that spreads the ball around a lot and probably goes by committee there, right? So again, I don't like him. I went Le'Veon Bell, third round, much better value than last year. I like A.J. Brown here, 4th round, really, really good value. Let's take a look at the wide receivers available. A ton of wide receivers. This is why I want you to wait, and I want to emphasize this point here. Look at this. Juju, Amari. I don't like Amari. He's part of a 3-headed monster with CeeDee Lamb there. Cooper Kupp, Sutton, Keenan Allen. I don't like him. Robert Woods, Ridley, Lockett, Hilton, Shark. A ton of wide receiver ones. McLaurin, Debo, Diggs, Landry. Look at this. Marquise Brown, Edelman, Slayton, like Cooks. Look at Cooks, man. People are just sleeping on Cooks. All right, Juju coming off the board. I like Deontay Johnson. I'm going to talk about that in my 16-round draft session with you guys. Chris Carson coming off the board. So I'm looking at this, guys, and literally here as part of a robust RB strategy, you can go David Montgomery here or you can go Akers. Akers has the higher ceiling because you're uncertain, a lot of uncertainty. If he gets a starting job, look out. But I like David Montgomery. I think he's going to be set for a prime huge year. I'm going to go with him. So I am locked and loaded at running backs. And then I'm going to come back around, grab my first wide receiver, get to see who that is. But I'm telling you guys, now here's the cool thing. I'm going to show you guys after this round is done. So let's recap the third round. We talked about that. Let's recap the 4th round. And then I'm going to show you guys at the beginning of the 5th round who's available. So you guys are going to see there's really no running backs available unless you literally coin toss. Now, you could say at the end of the season when it happens, let's say DeAndre Swift breaks out or Cam Akers or Madison becomes the RB1. You could say that, well, Joe, you know, I got Madison in the 9th round. Yeah, but that was a big roll of the dice, right? That was a big risk. I got DeAndre Swift, Joe. I got A.J. Dillon late. Yeah, okay, I get it. But you didn't load up on those running backs. Definitely 100% person at 4 is definitely a 16-rounder. So Congratulations, whoever you are, DM me. You went with the running backs I love. And this is the thing. That's why I can't be in leagues anymore, because everyone's drafting my players. Look at that robust RB combo there, guys. And here's the cool thing. Look at my backup plan. Even though this guy took all the running backs I like, I still got other running backs I like in the first 4 rounds. So you're good. This is a perfect example, man. This is great. This is definitely a 16-rounder here. I'm really curious to see who he takes at his wide receiver here. Very, very curious. And yeah, I'm excited. So let's recap the 4th round. A.J. Brown, Adam Thielen, Juju, Chris Carson, David Montgomery, James Conner, Mark Ingram, Amari Cooper, Cam Akers, Cooper Kupp, Devin Singletary, and Dak Prescott. Guys, I got to go on my Instagram right now here. I got to do a story mode and tell people, like, this is great. I'm so proud of you guys implementing the robust RB strategy. This is phenomenal. All right, let's do this. What up, Instagram story mode? Check it out. I'm doing a mock draft, actually recording live here on YouTube, and there's somebody implementing my robust RB strategy in the mock draft where I'm implementing a robust RB strategy. This is crazy, guys. So I'm going to show you guys. This is awesome. What up, Instagram story mode? Check it out. So this is crazy, YouTubers. Check this out. So I'm going to put this, guys, on my story mode. Make sure you're following on Instagram at Fantasy Football Counselor. So this guy at 4 is definitely a guy that definitely follows the counselor. So I'm doing a mock draft here, recording live on YouTube. And as you can see here, guys, I actually went robust RB. Even this guy went robust, took all the guys I like. I still got the 4 running backs I like. Guys, I love it. People are implementing the robust RB strategy. Definitely a 16-rounder here. If you guys want to find out who to pick in the rest of the round, sleepers, breakouts, everything else, on a silver platter for you, swipe up, get 16 rounds. Well, there you have it, guys. I mean, I am so impressed. I'm overjoyed here that this is happening. So more people are starting to do this. More people are seeing the vision, because you're going to be locked and loaded, guys, for the entire draft at running back. And I'm going to show you guys literally here, there is no running backs left. You guys tell me a running back here that you guys trust right now. There's literally like Darius Guice, Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt could take that job. I wouldn't be surprised. But literally, there's like literally nobody left here. I'm just doing my story mode here. Oh, it's coming up to me here real quick. Let me look at wide receivers. As you can see, a ton of wide receivers. I'm going to go ahead and grab, I mean, everyone's good here. Lockett. There's so many people here. I'm just going to go with Ridley here. I like to aim high on the depth chart. I like Hilton as well. Let's go Hilton. I like him with Rivers there. But as you can see, guys, let's recap the 5th round. Mark Andrews, DeAndre Swift, Zach Ertz, DK Metcalf, Devontae Parker, Robert Woods, Kyler Murray, and T.Y. Hilton. Take a look at this, guys. Take a look at the running backs here. Like, who are you going to draft now? Now that robust is done, who's going to be your RB1 here if you wait? Or even RB2? Kareem Hunt, maybe. Breida, maybe. Damian Williams, no. Jordan Howard, no. If you want to get like Darius Guice, who's been injury prone in a committee of 30 guys in Washington, go ahead, wait. But I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. Kerryon Johnson can't trust. Ronald Jones can't trust. Dobbins, there's not enough volume there. If Lamar keeps running the ball and Ingram's there, guys, you really, really need to load up. And check this out. Look at the wide receivers, guys. Oh, my goodness. Wide receivers for days. Shark, Green, McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, Diggs, Landry, Fuller, Marquise Brown, Cook, Slayton Williams, Anthony Miller could have a good year. Jerry Jeudy, Robbie Anderson, Jefferson, McCall. It just keeps going and go. But that's the thing, guys. You need to just load up on those wide receivers and fill out those slots, okay? There you have it, guys. If you want every single round, I'm going to stop it right here. Get the 16-round draft solution. Okay, let me finish this off here. 5th round, T.Y. Hilton I went with, Keenan Allen, Darren Waller, Calvin Ridley, and Darius Guice. And again, this guy got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Raheem Mostert, and Guice, questionable and suspect. This guy went Saquon, waited a little bit later, got Singletary and Swift. Singletary's in there with Moss. Swift is in there with Johnson. Swift could emerge. This could be a good wild card, but, I mean, he went Lamar Jackson 3rd round. Very big risk. So be smart. Go robust RB. Lock and load. And I'm very proud of this guy here, man. Very proud of this guy. Definitely a 16-rounder. All right, guys, I am out. Thanks for being here. Make sure you guys smash thumbs up, get 16 rounds, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I'm very proud of this guy. We'll talk soon.